Good morning, and welcome to the mothership. It's a beautiful day here at the mothership, crisp and cold. I'm just enjoying the episode 58 of the Toy Duo team for the fourth time, because I really fucking enjoy your show, Vern. Always. And, a lot of us in the community are only putting videos out, maybe once a week or whatever. But there's quite a few I watch over and over, I watch Gary's Grail's Toy Hunts over and over and over. And Vern, I watch your Toy Duo team and Geek Strong. And I watch... Rolando's about the only one who's putting out... Man, fuck, Rolando, you have put out massive amount of fucking content. And it's great. It's fucking great. So, but yeah, I'm 36 minutes into the Toy Duo team for about the fourth time. Great fucking show, Vern. Great fucking show. I love it. I know you'll never have me on because you're scared I might say the word fuck, but I had a grandmother and I work in professional settings sometimes, so I'm able to rein it in. I do want to be a part of the fucking the point and counterpoint and the what was that thing you were gonna do? Rick's Rants or something? No, I can't remember. Anyway, everybody's doing great. Everyone in the community's shit is the bomb. Y'all make sure to check out Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure Bill. He makes some great customs. And he's a dear friend, and he spends a lot of time and effort in making a good channel. And I don't see a lot of you guys there. I think y'all should check out Bill. For real. And Motu Joneser. Motu Joneser and Bill are about the only two other people in the community who are Dick Tracy fans. And so we share, we share a lot of love of the super vintage shit. You know what I mean? And I don't mean just Dick Tracy from the 92. I don't just mean the Warren Beatty film. But like real Dick Tracy from the 30s, Also, you can go on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures channel, and you can see a lot of really cool Golden Age stuff, He talks about everybody from the Lone Ranger to John Carter from Mars to the Phantom, and one of my personal favorites, Doc Savage. Man, Doc Savage was a cool guy. Cool fucking guy. But, anyway. No, I just wanted to have a couple shout outs. Dean, I just caught the rewatch of your interview. And Super John was there, and Dandy. That was fucking cool. That was really cool that y'all got those two fellas to come on. That's very neat. Excuse me. I've only had 1 1/2 cups of coffee, and the Cubs wore me out this weekend because they hadn't seen their father in 12 weeks, so we were balls to the wall the whole time. Was it Saturday? I don't even remember the days now, but we hit like 5 different playgrounds. We went to the one that's walking distance. And my son, he says, "Hey, Dad, maybe we'll find smaller playground." I said, "Yeah." So we go find another playground, which wasn't much smaller, but small. I said, "How's this?" He said, "I like it." We played there for about 2 hours, and he said, "Hey, Dad, maybe now we go back and find bigger playground." I said, "Yeah, man, let's do it." So we traveled, I don't even know how many miles. But we did end up going 45 minutes away to Alabama, to a little town over that way. Shout out to Alberta, Alabama. Y'all have the greatest playground. You have the greatest playground. And it was like funded locally by a local business and the community, and like all the men got together and built it, and it's really cool. Like, you don't see stuff like that in this town because it's a town full of city folks and people don't even know their neighbors. But you get over into Alabama where people cut firewood to stay warm and milk cows to drink their milk, then like there's some real community over there. You know what I mean? It's really cool. And the the playground over in Alabama that we went to is the only playground I've been to in a very large radius, mileage around me, that has a fence all the way around it. All the way around it. And there's two little exits, and they're on the same side, and there's benches and a gazebo for the parents to hang out. And when you're over there, if any adult sees a kid wandering outside that fence, they go, "Hey, buddy, what you doing? You better get back inside that fence." And like, it's good country folks. And it's really cool, man. It warms my heart to see that kind of a thing. And the other thing I noticed is, like, when you're here in the city and you go to some of these playgrounds, everyone's, especially their mom, dads are usually pretty cool, but I seen a few the other day that were not. But in the city, people are always yelling at their kids on the playground. Don't do that, don't do this and that, da-da-da-da. And like, you go to Alabama, ain't nobody saying nothing to their kids except, "Hey, good job." And every once in a while you hear somebody say, "Hey, now wait your turn." And that's it. But in the city here, man, it's just buck, 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 buck. And like, the kids aren't even having fun because they're getting yelled at by their, city slicker parents. I don't know. It's just strange to see that. And I notice things. But anyway, there's just a little 7-minute introduction, and everyone in the community, I love you guys. I appreciate you watching my content. I have a couple pickup videos maybe later today. I finally got in a couple things for the Cubs. I guess my son really loves opening boxes, so I don't like to open the box, but I can just open it and retape it. So I'll show you guys. And I have some, is it Diamond? I can't even remember now, but I got some Muppet figures for him over here that he's been playing with that he probably lost most, because they're not kid toys, they're obviously adult collectibles, but I spend way too much money and I buy them because he loves them, and in today's age of like Peppa Pig and like, there's some really bad cartoons out there, you know what I mean? And like, there's only a few that are good ones. Bluey, we were talking about this on Cat Stream. Bluey's pretty cool, man. Bluey is pretty, Bluey's got it going on. And, but there's a lot of other stuff that's just inappropriate, and people wonder why their kids are whiny or acting the way they are. Like, you trace that back to some of the cartoons, Anyway, it's just, kids are the greatest, man. Kids are the greatest. I'm finally getting my son to settle down when Dad wants to watch a Western movie. My daughter loves Western movies. She loves the horses. She loves John Wayne. Man, she will just sit in my lap, and we watched The Magnificent Seven the other day, the real Magnificent Seven, with Yul Brynner and Steve McQueen and Charles Bronson and James Coburn and Robert Vaughn and Eli Wallach, and the real one. So, anyway, this is obviously going to be a long video because I just ranted for almost 10 minutes. Vern's Rants. I got Vern right there on the... Vern and Left Coast and John and Mr. Fuller, our Irish friend. Anyway, look, y'all want to bust into this? Mr. B, I know Mr. B's the reason I bought this, because he showed his off, and I was like, man, and I love I love the Headless Horseman. When I was a young kid, I guess that's what made me think about it. But when I was, there's a little bit of a glare there. Let me fix that. I think that's the TV glaring. I don't think that's yeah, that was the TV, not the phone. So when I was a kid, my dad used to read me The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It was one of my favorite characters, you know. And anyway, just something that takes me back to my childhood. I have a very cool, and I need to get it framed, but I will display it with this figure. But if y'all know the Sarlacc Digest, y'all need to get over to the Sarlacc Digest. They have a great channel, and they are some super Star Wars fans. And my good friend over there, Sean Solo, he sent me some original artwork of his, of the Headless Horseman. And I've shown it on this channel a long time ago, but we'll pull it out. I have it in a folder in a file cabinet because it's not framed yet, but we will definitely need to frame it and put it. It's actually very much kind of like this, the classic look of the Headless Horseman. Holy smokes. Oh, look. Oh, this, I didn't know this, Mr. B. So apparently it has its own background. Wow. The Four Horsemen, they got some super packaging going on here, man. Super packaging. Super packaging. Now, I've noticed that, so this horse has green hooves, and it seems like that there's one out there that has red hooves, like there's a variant of the horse. Has anybody else noticed that? Because I've definitely seen, let me get a blade. I've definitely seen some Headless Horseman horses that people are selling, and the hooves seem to be red color. But still the black. Dylan, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I picked up another very, very cool knife when I was visiting my folks. Got on an airplane and I shipped most of my stuff so I wouldn't have to check a bag from where they live to here. So when that shows up, we'll look at that. But let's check this out. There's a lot of... Come on. Let's see what we got going on here. Anyway, I can tell you one of the reasons why these... And Rick from Left Coast, I'm sure you'll be able to, put some opinion on this. But like the packaging, look at this. This is like a step beyond cardboard, you know? And the inside of the packaging. My point is that Rick could probably, I don't know if you've seen this, Rick, but there's definitely some cost going toward the packaging. This is unreal. And like, I'm not a guy who saves packaging by any means, but wow, this is cool. I'm not a guy that saves packaging, but this will make you save it. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's a stand. So here he is inside the packaging. There was a back side of it here. Oh, this is his cape. And then look at this. So you have this in there and it's two parts. It's got a cover. So I'm just saying there's a lot of extra cost and effort being put in by these guys. And I'm sure this is probably something that you should just keep in the... God, look at this cape. How come we've never gotten... I mean, I think I have seen a Black Series. I need to up my Black Series game, but there's just a few Vaders out there that have an actual chain on his cape like this, right? Which when I was younger, I always thought they missed a hitch on that. But, 3.75 inch figures. Wow. 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 I don't even know where to begin here. This is unreal. This is unreal. let's let's get this little thing out and put it aside. So it took me a minute. I was like, what in the world is that? A medallion? No, this is obviously his neck where it's been cut off. Wow. BC Sasquatch has been getting some really cool figures. And I like he got the Monkey King and whatever that tiger guy is. But I've noticed that some of those figures come with like a weapons box, you know? And the one thing, I think some of these collectibles, toys, whatever you want to call them, I think they could definitely come with some sort of little box to keep all the extra hands and stuff in, you know? Shout out to you, Blacked Out Ewoks. I was watching you on Stu's trivia. Stu, your trivia is awesome. You're really stumping a lot of people. It's pretty cool. You need more Americans on there, though, young man. I'm sorry I'm not in your clique as much to get involved in that. But Stu is a sweet man. Stu is probably the one who really introduced me into the community with his My Collecting Life. Here's a spare mane, which is very cool. None of the other horses are coming with that, so that's pretty neat. Let me see, what else we got here? Okay. Wow, this is gonna be a long video, you guys. I'm real sorry about that. But that's all right, huh? I don't know about anybody else, but I do like longer videos more than shorter videos. There's a lot of people who, especially when I first started YouTube, you know, they talked a lot about, well, you can't have the video run more than this or that, and like, I don't know, I'm just not gonna kowtow to, I'm gonna do what I want, you know. But I personally do enjoy a longer video than a shorter one. Like if I'm looking for something to watch, I will always pick the longer videos to watch first. You know, especially if I'm, you know, I'm leaving it on while I'm cleaning or doing something, or, you know, I do like the longer videos. That's just me, though. I think we've all established that lack is not the norm in any way. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if we can. Yeah, okay, so we've got the horse, I think. Hold on. No. There's more ties here, you guys. This is ridiculous. What did that Irish guy say? It's a TIE fighter. It's not the TIE people, because it looks like a bow tie. We have more. Holy shit, these are hard to get off, too. You can definitely see the evolution of... Come on, dude. You can definitely see the evolution of the of how the four horsemen, Mythic legions, how they're securing their oh wow, see, this has got a black saddle. That's really cool. You can see the evolution of how they're securing their packaging with different ties, and like these are different than the other two horses that I opened, you know. It's very interesting. Son of a gun. So yeah, this is the same horse. He's got some green, very cool green hooves to go with his green eyes. He has a black saddle with his gray bedroll. Same saddle still. Mythic Legions, when in doubt, make a black saddle, bro. Black saddles are pretty cool. Jiminy Christmas, there's a lot going on here. This is very exciting. Let me try to get this off without... cutting the figure, scratching the figure out. Definitely going overboard on the you're going overboard on the ties there, Mythic Legions. You know, I mean, I don't know what you think people are doing with these packages, but... Alright, so we got that. We've got that. Let's try to get all this out here. I wonder if a guy should make a video and just already open it. I don't know. People, I guess people edit this part. They say, we'll be right back, but I'm too busy talking. Oh, that's very neat. So, I can't remember how Mr. B has his, I can't remember how Mr. B has his, Headless Horseman displayed, but I'm pretty sure it was like what's on the back of the box, the classic horse rearing with the, with him throwing the jack-o'-lantern. And I definitely see how that's, I would definitely do it like that, because that is the classic, I mean, that is the classic stance. Holy Toledo, this is grand, you guys. Let's come down a little bit like this so we can see my big belly. So we've got an awesome horse, just like every Mythic Legion's horse, I gotta say, is awesome. We got the neck piece over there. We have a very cool, wow. Man, I wonder if we're gonna have to, wow, his hips are not as articulated as I would have thought to sit on this horse, but we'll see. But we can obviously take this off, and we'll put on the neck piece, I guess. Then we have the neck piece, and we have, let's see, what hand is this? That's this hand. You have quite a few hands. Oh my goodness. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 6 hands, 3 sets. And this definitely could have heated these up, maybe. Wow. Wow. Hold on. There we go. And we'll put the son of a biscuit. This is not easy to get on there. So there's this hand that has the little ball joint on it. I think there in the book, you know, there was the classic, wow, this does not want to go on there, you guys. In the book, you know, there was definitely a where he was holding it under his arm, I think, was a classic picture from the original book. And we have quite a bit, I don't know what this is, but he's got quite a bit of holes on his back for, oh, you know what? This is just left over from the other figures that they're reusing this from, you know, with the wings and stuff like that. Let's see. Does this come off? Okay, the collar looks like it comes off, but I think we're going to be able to just push it up. No, we're not. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of shit going on here, you guys. Let's see, let's put this back. And I think that's on there. Excellent. We'll put his meat stopper back on there. We'll get his sword, which is slightly different from the swords that came with the Flame Horse. So yeah, look at this. So very cool. Let's see, I'm going to have to look at Mr. B's, I believe it was on Instagram. There we go. Can y'all see that? Uh-oh. Can y'all see what we got going on here? The stirrup should be a little bit further. The whole saddle, the girt is a little bit too far back. You can't see because of the cape, but the girt is too far back for a real horse. You want your girt one hand width from the shoulder. And the stirrups need to be a little longer. And this cape is very cool, but I think it could use a wire in it. Now, let me look. I'm looking at the... How is he throwing it? Very cool. This is cool. This is cool, you guys. And like I do love a lot of extra accessories and everything, but then the problem becomes where do you keep them when they're not in use? So very cool. We'll put some, we'll make a short wow. Now, Mr. B in one of my other horse videos said you can get a good rearing pose, and he rests on the tail. So let's see if we can't get that done for you guys here. I need to bring those in a little, I think. Wow. Wow. So we need to come back. And we want these to be bent like this. And we can bring these forward just a little bit. We can bring this in and bring this in just a wee bit. Wow. I don't see how you're gonna do that, Mr. B, unless it's like that. Very cool, though. And then I don't know how we're gonna get the Horseman to stay on here. They're definitely, I don't know, maybe there could be a peg of some kind, like the old Civil War Britain's soldiers. They had little pegs on the saddles and little holes in their tuchuses to keep a rider on. Oh shit, motherfucker, look, we got it. Look at this. Let's come around here. Don't mind the mess over here. Look at that. There he is in all of his glory. Whoa! Look at that. Let me see if I can't get this out without ending the video on accident. Look at that. Wow. Definitely cool, you guys. We do need to work on this pose a little bit. And I think, but still very cool. Look at that. Awesome. So yeah, I have a shelf. I need to build some more shelves, because we're starting to get more stuff than we have room for, but we have areas to look at that, man. That's so cool. Rearing up like that. Anyway, this is, as Darth Wizzy Wiz would say, this has been a craptastic review. But I wanted to open this and get this on the shelf, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And we'll get him posed on the shelf, and we'll make maybe we'll look for a short with all 3 of the Mythic Legion's horses that we have and the appropriate riders in which we've deemed fit to use on such, hold on, whoop. See, now I've cornered myself because I've gone with the handheld camera here, and now I only have one hand to work with. So yeah, this looks pretty cool. Very neat. So yeah, look for a short. Look for a short. We'll do some more. Oh, he's about to fall. So anyway, hey, this has been the General. I appreciate you sticking with me for 33 minutes if you have. Look for some more shorts and display videos of this guy here in a minute. So anyway, hey, I appreciate everybody, and I will see you on down the trail. Ooh, he's moving. Oh, he's moving. Bye.